Welcome, welcome back, and welcome home. My name is Melissa, and I will be your multi-density cosmic tour guide today. We're going to do a little bit of a channeling with Kurt Cobain. I've been nudged to do this for several days now, so he's here, and we're going to go ahead and start. He's saying, now they're catching on. Now they're catching on. This is happening. And he's saying, remember, I'm not channeling through your body. I'm channeling telepathically. And I am here with you often because we share a purpose. And he says the purpose has to do with frequency, music, and hearts, the cosmic heart. And so he says, I just want everyone to know that you're safe and that we've come through quite a bit lately. There's more, but there's a lot of healing that has happened, and we have flipped the switch into that plasma energy and our crystalline body form, and many of the templates and layers have been, he says, as you like to say, deloused from some of the heavy hitting darkness. And he says, part of my bandwidth frequency in the galaxy, in this cosmic arena, he's saying, is to help humanity find their healing in their heart. So if we've been stabbed in the heart, brokenhearted, as humanity has, and each one of us has, if you've been betrayed, he's saying, look at what happened to me. And he says in his lifetime, and he's not laughing like I am, but he's saying, he is laughing a little bit, and he's saying, so that causes damages to our soul system, our mind, body, spirit, soul systems. And he says, so humanity's just been brokenhearted and stabbed in the back and in the heart and all over the place for forever, he says. And so we hold light frequencies, bandwidth frequencies that we resonate in different ways to help cleanse and clear. And he says, thank you, many of the light workers, light warriors, star seeds, love beings, anointed, earth angels. He's saying, whatever words you use, it doesn't matter. He's doing this. Doesn't matter. And he says, he's pointing with his two fingers like he's got a cigarette there. And he says, you must know that love really is all that matters. And it's happening. We are healing the hearts in our own personal lives and mind, body, spirit, soul selves and the cosmic heart. And remember, there's one God, pure light, pure love, one cosmic heart in this universe. And we are all connected and play a really important role, each one of us, in our own frequency, bandwidth layers and purposes and missions. And he says, remember, each one of you have done a really good job, and just want to say thanks. Thanks, man. He says, see how over time we have gone back through time and back to the beginning of time and back, healing strand by strand of lower energy densities that were not supposed to be there and cannot allow us to be uplifting into he's saying divine order, because that's a word that I would use. And he's saying back into the cosmic heart in balance and alignment. Each one of you are like a map, and each one of you, it's almost like fit, just like if you're a star on a big map, your universe matches with their universe and their universe, and it makes the full universe and the full cosmic heart. So he's saying it's almost like each one of us are an entire universe. We're cleansing and clearing out our entire universe and putting it back into alignment, recoding, coming back to our original code X is. And he's saying it's happening. And he says, rock star seeds. And he says, marry your rock star. He says, open your heart to what your heart truly loves, and you will see past all the old imprinted, embedded, projected things of others. And he says, he's laughing at me, and he says, you have the worst projections and interferences and meddlers and liars and haters. And I said, yes. And he goes, man, you're a rock star. He says, rock star seed. He's just showing me like almost being like a old man, kind of like strong. And he says, many of you are. And he says, again, tell the starseeds and love beings, thank you for holding that hope and remembering to, no matter what has happened, remembering to continue to heal the heart energies and keep undoing the prisons and the knives and the swords in our heart, clearing them out, undoing the prisons that have been imposed and projected upon human beings, especially the light beings, especially in these last years. And it's been very confusing because the templates and conditions of humanity are all stuck in different directions, upside down in different directions in our belief systems and our societies and things like that. And he says, we've really, really gone past a lot of the heaviness, and the cosmic heart is opening up like a flower, like a lotus flower, like a rose. And he says, that's what it's all about. And he says, marry your rock starseed. So he's speaking about divine counterparts, soul tribes, soul families, as we understand how to science and spirit marries and forms our balance of Christ itself in the ethers as well as in our physical world. So he says, keep your eyes open. You are loved. I'm asking him, I'm saying, I don't know very much about him. He's not my favorite rock star. And he's like, yes, I am. And I'm saying, no, you're not. He's saying, yes, I am. And he's saying, of course I am. He said, and I'm asking him, like, were you just really advanced in your thinking? Because I have that picture in my head about you. And he said, yeah, sometimes I was very isolate. I stayed to myself and just did things my way. And I had a very unusually hard childhood in a way, he says. I love my family. It's not that I don't love them, but I had hardships. And so to be very awakened and aware and very intelligent, he said, was not that easy. But he's saying for all of us here on earth in our physical incarnations right now, he's saying there's going to be more clarity about what things mean and expansion in our understanding of things, including history, false histories, all kinds of stuff. And he says that will help the heart heal, and the grief and the losses that we have all had, and will help the heart heal. And he says people are genuinely asking about wanting to know about guides and guardian angels. And he's saying we would not recommend channeling, like letting something come into your body and talk through you, but humanity's telepathy and connections are coming back together and connecting them with their cosmic heart. So it comes purity. Your messages can be pure through your crown chakra, but your heart has to do with your heart. This is the center of your own universe, as well as the center of your Merkaba or Merkaba, they call it, which is our protective. It's almost like our little light ship. And he's saying it's not almost like it is a light ship. It is an expansion of you and protective. And he says your connections and spiritual abilities and truths can clearly come through you more readily now than in the past. And he says, those of you who have been quiet and allowed people to treat you like you were unintelligent, he said we all had to, will get to be your true intelligent selves, and that's expanding. And those people, the true, intelligent, genuine, authentic people, doing the very best they can, service to humanity, leading with love in every way, only coming from their heart space, will not try to butcher you or be barbaric to you, but will go, hey, cool, I don't really have that same opinion, or I don't love those same words, or I don't like your shoes, but I really get you. And they'll be appreciative and compassionate, and that intelligence can bubble up in us just as all the wounds and the sufferings have bubbled up in the past. So there's the good that's bubbling up in this plasma energy, and you can just go, oh, whew, and have clarity, and that heart, you can feel your heart opening. He's saying it again, marry your super rock starseed, marry him or her, and see that they are different now. So he's talking about soul tribes, soul families, soul mates, divine counterparts, twin souls, And he's saying throughout this last just cycle and phase, for many people have been in them for decades. And for this last decade or 6 or 7 years, he's saying much has been cleansed out of the hearts, and the doors have been open, the gates have been open from what has been locked down, kind of in quarantine in a way. We know that our earth and our area has been in quarantine for a really long time. So it's been, in essence, a prison planet. And we've all been enslaved to that upside down space that we've been in. Every system, every word, every thought has been tainted by that fallen upside down inverted matrices, he's saying. And he's saying now the gates are opened in really big ways, where the templates are still being cleaned out, the archetypes are being cleared, and that Christed energy is coming back inside of each one of us. So of course our connection with Source God will be better. Of course our purposes are better. And he's saying, just wanted to remind you that we are having it's almost like new purpose, missions, orders. And that's what he's saying it again. Marry your super rock starseed. And none of you have to be like anyone else. But there are particular matches, soul tribes, soul families that are going to come together, and your soul contracts have been, it's almost like deloused and cleansed and cleared. I'm seeing him kind of show me visual, the old school way of washing clothes, that you have it in a big bucket or barrel, and you rinse it and scrub it and rinse it. And then first with soap, and scrub the stains out of it, scrub it on a board. And then you put it into the clean water over here and rinse out the soaps and then hang it up. And he says we're kind of in the rinsing cycle and the hang up phase, and realizing that we are much further ahead than we thought. And there are connections where many of you have purposes together that'll hold frequency, hold particular light frequency, or states of being like love, happiness, joy, fun, richness, in these divine ways. And that makes up the symphony of the universe and the cosmic heart. And he says, I'm all about the heart. Isn't that funny? And he says, be who you came here to be. And he's saying, open up your eyes to the divinity around you. It's not easy. The world still has fear, just thick fear. But the way that you are going to function, and the way your thoughts, ideas, memories, knowing, truth, spiritual abilities, understandings, the way it moves through you, or your mind, body, spirit, soul, is more free now. And that cosmic heart's opening up in you and opening up in the universe in a connected way, because our maps of our universe are aligned in order, how it's supposed to be. Divine order, he says. Freedom. He's like, all right, that's it. That's it on the awakening messages. He's saying, turn on the music. I had a part of a day off today, so I had the music on, and I was listening to Black Label Society and Prince and Pink Floyd and things like that. So that's from my background, from where I'm from. That's that rock and roll and that kind of heavy stuff is where I came from. And he says, yeah, that's being cleared out. Remember the frequency bandwidths, whether you can hear them in tones, music, everything are being cleansed out. See, we have a similar job in that. He says, see, and we go to the heart frequency, the heart chakras, and he's saying it's opening and it's happening. And go listen to some music, go play. Cool. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. Let me know if anyone wants a reading or wants to talk to our guides, guardian angels, loved ones, and perhaps a Kurt Cobain or a famous person might come in too. The services are in the webpage link below. Thank you all so much, and welcome home. Love.